When we think of good aspects of movies, we think of the amazing cinematography displayed in Inception or Interstellar. But behind the scenes, there's always a lot happening. But still, we don't think of one of the most crucial components of a movie, the sound. Not the big explosions or the laser blasts, but the voices. Take an example here in Spider-Man: No Way Home.
No wires, cars, Kelly, Carlson, after we get this, so far, yeah, cars will go by.
Give me the box.
As you can see, the man with a boom mic rushes to Spider-Man to grab his sound effects and voice lines. But why didn't they just attach a microphone to him like they did for Doctor Strange over here on the left? So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Crowley. What is a microphone?
Microphone is an incredible device that takes an analog signal and turns it into electrical energy and distributes it to whatever device that you're recording on, whether it be an analog recorder, changing it into digital information and going into a computer, and a number of ways of doing that, or changing it and going it out into the airways if you're using it for broadcast.
So how do microphones extract audio and convert it into a computer?
Think of a microphone as a speaker in reverse. A speaker or your earphones take electrical energy, pulses, vibrate a diaphragm. The diaphragm vibrates in the air, and that's how you hear a sound. A microphone does that in reverse. Whether you speak into a microphone or you use it on a musical instrument or whatever you're recording, it vibrates a diaphragm that is, like I said, a speaker in reverse, changes that into electrical energy, and that electrical energy is then fed into whatever device that you're recording on.
What types of microphones are there?
There's many, many, many different types of microphones. The basic microphone is what's called a dynamic microphone that doesn't need any power. It generates its own energy. That's probably one of the most, it's not inefficient, but it's not as accurate as the next one up, which is a condenser microphone. That is a powered microphone that uses 48 volts phantom power and charges a capacitor, and then as you either speak or the instrument is playing, electrons are pulsed that way, and of course nothing is faster than the speed of light or electricity.
Would you say phones are sufficient enough to replace professional microphones?
In my humble opinion, no. They are very good, but to get a professional quality, you're going to have to use an attachment, whether it's an external microphone that's plugged into the phone. The phone's electronics are very good, but I don't believe, and I've never heard, they're very, like I said, they're very good, but I don't think they're going to be as good as a higher end microphone used into the phone.
What attachments would you say are necessary for microphones?
Attachments that are necessary for microphones. I would say the least you can handhold a microphone, the better, because you're going to get noise on the microphone. If you can get it on a tripod or in a mic holder, preferably a shock mount, to where if the microphone gets bumped, you're not going to hear that rumbling and all that kind of noise. So I would say that those attachments are the best. Another attachment would be a windscreen.
Is microphone technology slowing down or rapidly growing?
I don't know that it's rapidly growing. It certainly is not slowing down. There's always somebody out there that's building a better mousetrap. There are many, many, many microphone manufacturers all around the world, and somebody is always striving to get a better, more accurate microphone. Regardless of price, there are some very, very expensive microphones. A Telefunken U47 is probably in the $45,000 range. But by the same token, this little Shure microphone over here to my left, is 50, 60 bucks and is a good microphone as well. So however deep your pockets are, you know. But no, microphone technology, I would say, is not slowing down whatsoever. Quite the opposite.